on the side. Tonight, the biggest show on earth kicked off.
Yeah!
Yes! Forget about Brazil. It's all going down in Bournemouth. Yeah! Is that a reference to football? I didn't actually know it had started until someone was like, yeah, the World Cup started. England may have Stevie G, but we've got Jazzy P, haven't we? Yeah. Jazzy P is most definitely in the house. Here's a recap of what went down in tonight's show.
Within the next 48 to 72 hours, it is going to kick off.
Come on, guys, shopping tasty.
This is the most humiliating thing I've ever made today. His face has just started annoying me. It's smoke.
I just kind of feel as though I'm kind of being torn apart for trying to get on with everyone.
I'm surprised he hasn't got splinters in his ass from sitting on the fence all the time, like.
I don't like him anymore at all. I was completely in the wrong way. I spoke to you. It was disgusting.
No,
and I really am sorry.
No, I'm sorry as well.
Do you want the sick bucket?
No. Got bed. Bye.
Come on, tonight, baby.
There's so much to talk about. We better get started and meet tonight's lineup. And let me tell you, there are no subs on our panel tonight. As they say on the pitch, it is a game of two halves, and we have got two lovely halves for you in the shape of Big Brother 14's Jack and Joe! My next guest is Big Brother royalty. Wherever she goes, her loyal fans call her name. Say it with me. Ashley! And our final Big Brother pundit is always on top form. She might not know what's going down in Brazil, but I've heard she's got a lovely Brazilian herself. It's Nicola McLean! So I hear. I haven't seen it with my own eyes.
Why are you lying, Emma?
Right, things are getting a little nasty in the house. Pauline and her allies seem to be turning on Christopher. Do you understand, Nicola, why they get so irritated by him?
I can't really see it, but obviously he's doing something because everyone's saying the same thing. But what really pissed me off tonight is the way that they were saying it behind his back, and then he walks in and they did that stupid thing of pretending they was talking about something else. Well, if
when they always say it, we just say it to your face. We'll say
exactly.
It how it is. Yeah.
If he pissed me off, I'd tell him. You know, so I can't see it as yet, but clearly he's doing something, and he might be a bit calculated. Is that the right word?
Yes,
calculating.
Yeah.
But I can't see why it is a bit bullying. I hate that word because it gets thrown around too quickly. But they are all kind of ganging up on him, and because one's saying it, the other's saying it. Well, just tell him.
Aisling, what do you think?
I think he's a cunt. No, sorry.
Aisling!
Oh my God, am I not allowed to say that? I thought I could say whatever I wanted.
So, we haven't had a word like that used since Pete Burns was here many, many years ago. Huge apologies if anybody is offended. Aisling, clean up the potty mouth.
I'm so sorry.
What do you think about Christopher?
I think he's horrid.
Why?
Because
why has he quite clearly riled you so much?
I'm so sorry I used that word. I really, really, really am. I thought I could say anything I wanted. Anyway, I don't like him because he said he has a problem with reality stars. He thinks that they're, you know, scraping the barrel for career and blah, 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 boring, heard it all before. But yet you've come on to Big Brother. So what's your intention? You're on a reality show, so I think you're a hypocrite, and I immediately don't like hypocrites.
Okay. He may not have too many allies in the house, and definitely not one in the studio over there. But it's quite clear that on the outside he does have plenty of support. One of those people is his best mate, Carl. He's on the phone right now. Carl, what have you made of the other housemates' behaviour towards him?
Hi, Emma.
Hello.
And first and foremost, I'd just say, Aisling, you wouldn't know much about being a reality star either, because you haven't been around since about 2007, so you wouldn't know much about that either. I think Chris has been given a really hard time. Christopher has been given a really hard time in the house.
Yeah.
People are definitely ganging up on him over stupid things. That's going to happen regardless, because they're all in a high-pressure environment.
Yeah.
But Chris can hold his own. He'll always stay true to himself. and he'll come out the other end absolutely fine. I guarantee it.
It does seem like they kind of moved from one to the next. We kind of had it with Danielle, and then that's kind of all sorted out now, and then they've shifted their focus to Christopher. So maybe it will just be another little thing, and then they'll probably move on to somebody else. How do you think he'll cope in there? Do you think he'll feel like he's under attack from the others?
I think Chris is a very strong-willed and very strong person. He doesn't get involved in petty arguments or, needless drama, so he'll be absolutely fine. He went in there to have a good time, and no matter what happens, he's going to make sure that happens. So if Pauline or anybody else or Toya tries to get in his way, they're just going to end up shooting themselves in the foot. He's there to have a good time, and he's there to win. Chris to win.
There you go. Chris to win,
Christopher,
says Carl.
not Christopher.
Carl, thank you very much. Thanks for being on the phone.
Thanks very much. Cheers,
Bye-bye.
Emma.
Say bye to Carl, everyone. Bye. So when Pauline came into the house, she had a very bubbly personality. I feel like she connected with quite a lot of viewers. She certainly had a great reaction on launch night. Do you think people are still feeling the same way about her, boys?
I don't know, like when she came on, again, like she was this big bundle of life, she was energetic, she was everything, and then slowly I think the power got to her head like straight away, like when she realised what was happening, and now she's becoming, I hate to say it, but bitchy. She is, like, she's using people against other people, and she's doing this whole, oh, look at me, I can be your mother, but I'm going to be the harshest mother ever, make you cry, Charlie, like the other night, and then I'm going to pretend that it's not my fault, and then I can be your really, like, strict but good mother, but I don't see it. I think she's boring me already.
How do you guys feel about Pauline?
Yeah, I think...
Oh, Paul, he's like straight in there. I'm going to sit forward and you're going to talk.
It's lovely to see you again, Emma.
Nice to see you too.
I haven't seen you on the telly much since January.
No, I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think Pauline, the first day, everyone thought she was great. She came on, she rapped with Kylie Minogue and all that sort of thing. Power definitely went to her head. She's lost the power, so she slipped into bitchy mode. And she seems to be just picking them off a bit at the moment.
Yeah.
But they're all such big personalities anyway this year, seem bigger than ever.
Yeah, especially the ladies.
Yeah, especially the ladies.
Yeah. Ladies.
Ladies, yeah. Talking of Aisling.
When she was in power, Pauline gave Helen that ticket, as we know, to the final and gave Mark £5,000. Nick, do you think they would still be supporting her if she hadn't been so kind to them in the beginning? Would they still be her allies,
because I think you gravitate to people like that. I think they're quite young compared to her, so they are looking at her as a mother figure, and I think that she is playing that role quite well. I can always see her in the kitchen, and she's clearly got she's quite a mothering thing, and yes, she is picking people off, but not in the same way as maybe some of the other females are doing it, and she's always going to get it. She's never going to get the sort of grief that a young, prettier girl would get for doing it.
Okay. She said that, we've seen her saying Tonight Show that she doesn't like the whispering in the house. There's little whisperings going on over there. But tonight we kind of have seen her, like the past couple of nights, doing that as well. Do you think she's being real? Do you think she's being genuine? Is this really Pauline, or is it the bubbly person that we saw on launch night? Well, do you think it's getting to her?
I think when she walked onto the catwalk at the start, I think it was a bravado, like she made a massive entrance, but what we're seeing now, 6 days in, especially being in there, I think that's actually her. I'm not sure if she's aware how much it comes across to us lot at home, how we can see the whispering and the bitching, but she's definitely somebody, I think, who likes control, and I think the only way she feels she can assert the control is by whispering. Because by whispering, it's the best form of attack, because no one else knows about it. It's not saying it out loud, it's saying it quite quietly, quite reserved, but it does the job it needs to do. It gets people on side, and at the same time, it makes her popular. And so I think she's a whisperer, and I don't know if she knows she's doing it either.
Okay. What about Mark? He was, again, another much-loved character on launch night when he went in. Is he still as lovable for you, Nicola, do you think?
I do think he is. I think he is lovable. I think he is going to be bitchy, but again, he'll get away with it. I think he's fun. I know the boys don't like him. Sorry, I'm never popular somehow, am I?
I can't
but
deal.
I really like him. He's one of my faves.
Aisling, what do you think of him? Dare I ask?
Now, if I'm honest, he's my absolute favourite. Is
he?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I love him. Yes! No, he's a good boy. I like him, and anyone that likes Mariah Carey is a winner in my book. Yeah.
Are you channeling Mariah tonight with the hair?
Yeah, this is Mariah.
Yeah.
Also, the attitude in the mouth. Sorry about that.
You are the audience. What are you all making to Mark? Is he the same as the person we saw on launch night? Do you think he's changed at all?
Yeah, I think he's the same. I think he's just the normal Liverpudlian lad, and he's like that's amazing, and it's really up for it. I think it's just the same, really.
Are you from Birmingham?
Wolverhampton.
Yay, Midlands! So again tonight we saw Helen and Danielle. They kind of made up, which kind of quite nice, I think. Do you think it's going to last, boys?
No. Of course it's not going to last. So, like, in all fairness, that house is so high-pressured. It's like, although it looks big on telly, it's tiny to be in. So I think the easiest way to make it for other people to, like, bearable in Liverpool, like we had it with Hazel and Gina, like, they make up, they break up 2 minutes later, and then the next thing you know, they'll be arguing at a mirror about a hairbrush. I think they're just chalk and cheese. They're not meant to be in a house. So
you don't think Danielle's going to try and get in with her and be mates with that little group?
Well, I don't think Danielle's going to last past tomorrow, so I don't think she sees the point.
Oh, big words from Jack there, big words. Guys, thank you very much. Sorry, I cut you off then, Joe.
It's fantastic.
Thank you very much. Give yourselves a round of applause. Still to come, you can find out how Pauline and Charlie were getting on this morning, and believe me, it was not pleasant. Plus, we're going to be talking about what it takes to win from two former champions. I am clearly not talking about them because they were losers. See you in a bit. Where we are still celebrating the greatest show on earth. That's right, the real contest is right in this studio. If you don't believe me, Chicken Gate has reared its ugly head again, along with these three.
Me and you would talk on our own. There's no...
Definitely.
When it came to the food situation, I wasn't even rude to you. I said, hold on, because there's other people that's still got to get to don't have so much chicken. Personally, my response would have been, do you need me to put some back? Or, sorry, I'll make sure I don't need next time. Do you know what you said?
No, because as I said, I felt like I was on the spot.
No, well, of course you're on the spot because people are going to eat, and if you take everything, then nobody's else is going to eat.
But this is the thing, because I wasn't expecting that kind of... I don't want you to get worked up about that, because honestly,
I don't like people accusing me of doing things I don't do.
No, I know, that's why I'm trying not to... It's winding you up, that's why I'm trying not to allow it to...
At the end of the day, you have attributed me to several things.
Yeah.
I've judged you on your VT.
Yeah.
Tick it off. No, I didn't. Yeah. I said something negative about you in there. Tick it off. I didn't. Right. Recidivist behaviour. It winds me up because what you're going to keep doing is accusing people of treating you a certain way and they haven't. But then what happens? They do treat you that way.
Right.
That's all I'm letting you know.
Okay.
Me and you need to not talk.
Morning, everyone.
Remember I said to you, I'm going to be aggressive. Remember I told you the title I was going to get? I'm not able. No. I'll tell you all now, that woman's name will not come out of my mouth for the rest of the duration in here. I don't want anybody to tell me anything about her. I want to know nothing.
That's because she doesn't know how to pronounce it. Every time she can't say Charlie. Okay, so Big Brother, as we know, is a game of bitching, backstabbing, bromance, boobs, bravado, and booing. I love a boo. Give us a boo. Our housemates are only in the early stages, but what should they be thinking if they want to walk out victorious in 3 months' time? Well, who better to tell us than two former winners? It's Big Brother 11's Josie and Big Brother 13's Luca! Yes! Okay, so we're a week in. For the first time in quite a few years, I think, it's not clear to see who the obvious winner is. True. I think, normally it's like, I think they've got a good chance, I think they've got a good chance. This time, I'm just like, holy shitballs, what's going on?
Holy shitball.
Within the first week of the series, both of you were kind of picked out as probable winners, I think, from housemates in there, and I'd like to say, by myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Thank you.
Could you both see that of yourselves, and could you both feel that at all?
You go first.
I couldn't. Could you, Luke?
Not at all.
I did not have a clue. Not a clue. But you don't want to be that, oh yeah, I'm a winner, I'm a winner.
Enjoy it.
That's right. 1 week in and it's going to be me.
No,
I knew I was a winner in my own right, but I didn't know I would be a winner of the show.
Luke, did you think you would?
Well, no, because winning for me was getting through the doors and getting the message across, so I could kind of relax at that point.
Right.
Little did I know. But yeah.
So in week 1, did you have a tactic?
No, just survive, basically. Try and get on with everyone as much as I could. Smoke.
Because I know everybody says, I don't have a game plan, I don't have tactics. I would imagine, I mean, I don't know because I've never been in there.
A lot of people
You've
say
got
that.
to have some form of thought process of how you might get through it.
No. Well, I didn't.
No, and I think the ones that don't get very far. I'm not bright enough to come up with a bloody game plan anyway, tactic.
Yeah. You just roll with the punches and just go for it.
Yeah, you just got to enjoy it, be yourself. And I think you was yourself, Luke. I watched yours and I really do think you did, and obviously you won. And I don't think I pretended to be anyone else. But the ones that do pretend to be somebody else, like I think Danielle, you see through it earlier on and they're out. So you just got to be yourself, have a laugh, and then we're a winner, baby. You're a winner.
You're a winner. The show's been going on for so many years now that quite a lot of the housemates, and they're not all of them, but quite a lot, have kind of grown up watching it. Do you think that kind of goes against it because they've seen it too much?
It makes it more artificial, I think, definitely, because I think then they know that the cameras are going to be there at certain times. They know when they're going to be live at certain times.
Yeah.
I just think there's a lot more awareness of what people expect the public.
You kind of just want,
100%,
don't you, for people to go in there, like you guys did, and just do it.
Yeah.
Don't second guess it. Don't think about things all the time. Just kind of enjoy it.
I think people always put things on now as well. Like, I don't know if you've seen it when you're in a bathtub. It's Tomorrow in Winston. Yeah, and I think it felt really unnatural. And I think some of them wouldn't mind who they got with, as long as they're in a relationship. It's like they've watched the show, they know what people want, and people are doing it now. And it's a shame, really, because it's got past the stage of, real feelings and stuff.
Do you feel like there is anybody in there that is kind of in there enjoying it, seeing what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a
Who
couple.
do you reckon?
For me, I think it's Christopher. I mean, I know he's been, quite quiet in that, but I think he seems quite real. And
I reckon there's a few more than that. I reckon Chris.
Yeah.
Christopher. I reckon Toya.
Jarle, maybe?
Jarle. Jarle. I think Jarle's just frightened that somebody might have a go.
Yeah.
I think, she's always on this defence, isn't she? Don't mess with me. I'm going to have your mind. I'm going to have you. Who else? Winston. There's quite a few in there that I think. Oh, especially Ash. I think he's so laid back. You don't care.
You think he's so laid back or so fit?
He's so fit and he's so laid back. If he was laid back, I'd be like,
And how quickly can that power dynamic change? We obviously see it, and it seems to kind of shift quite quickly. But is it even quicker for you when you're in there? We see it over a process of, a couple of days maybe. But when you're in there, can you feel it happening before we see it?
Straight away.
Yeah, straight away. It's only for like one person got to say one thing, and then the whole dynamics of the house has changed. Yeah. I just started watching mine back, and I noticed it changes so much, like throughout the show, and it's like.
And then of course, like nominations day as well. Everyone's like,
does that happen? Do people literally change on nominations?
They start licking your ass on
like,
nominations day. Yeah, of course they do.
You don't even smoke. Go
away. You didn't like me before. You never spoke to me. Nominations day. Oh, I love you. Oh, really.
Now you know about cliques. There were certain divides in your house, Luke.
Unfortunately.
Josie, you were what we call a floater. In the nicest possible way.
I like to call it a social butterfly, Emma, but if you want to call me a floater, then that's...
Do you think that is the best place to be?
Well, in life, I'm a social butterfly anyway. So...
No, a floater.
Oh, look, right, we're going to have it out now. Social butterflies, I think, are the best way to be, but I'm one of these people... I'll get bored of somebody and then I go on to the other and then I go back, and then I quite like people, I quite like their story. So I think the floaters or the social butterflies do the best.
Do you think we wish you'd have been a floater
I
or a social butterfly?
I wish I could have been a floater or a social butterfly, but unfortunately, like in our series, they could talk about nominations at first, and I think that divided the house quite quickly.
Yeah.
And I think before it got stopped, it was too late. I think people had people pegged.
Yeah.
So that's
everyone's been put in a little box.
Yeah.
Already.
So there was that sort of group mentality, a bit like Lord of the Flies kind of thing.
Very quickly, Chris. I was going to say Christopher, but Chris is currently the bookie's favourite to win the show. It's very early days. Yeah. Could he be a winner? Do you think? Has he got what it takes?
100%. Yeah, he's the underdog. I love Toya. I think Toya could potentially win. I think she's got a real good chance of winning. Yeah. Who else? Ash.
I think Ash. To say favourites, I think, though.
Don't know, mate.
I mean, he could do
You're
something
taking your
like,
time. You're sitting back and watching, letting it play out.
Exactly. I made that mistake last year. It's like because
who did you call last year?
I really wanted Wolfie to win.
I did it first.
Yeah, and then the shit at the fan, and then I look like an idiot. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut now.
Well, you haven't looked like an idiot tonight. Thanks so much for being with
problem.
us, Josie and Luke. Everyone. Now, from a pair of winners us to tomorrow night when somebody will become the first loser, as either Tamara, Danielle or Jarlath will be booted out of the house. Who goes? You decide. Here are the numbers you need. This week, Danielle, Jarlath and Tamara all face the public vote. Who goes? You decide. To evict Danielle from a landline, call 090 20 44 5805 or from a mobile, call 650 5805. To evict Jarlath from a landline, call 090 20 44 5807 or from a mobile, call 650 5807. To evict Tamara from a landline, call 090 20 44 5814 or from a mobile, call 650 5814. Mobile and BT landline votes cost 50 pence. Other landlines may vary. Or you can vote on iOS devices via the new Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99 pence. Voting closes in Friday's Eviction show. Votes cast after the lines close won't count. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bet on the Side, the show with the kind of ball skills the England squad would be proud of. Is anyone going to show me theirs? This evening? That'll be a big no then. Now it's time to welcome some of our nominees' closest friends. Please welcome Tamara's friend Effie, Danielle's friend Helen and Jarlath's friend Sakib. Now, Sakib, we spoke on the phone the other night just after Chicken Gate Part 1. We've now had Chicken Gate Part 2 this evening. They've kind of come to blows again. Why can't they get on? What is it with these two? Why are they just not seeing eye to eye?
Clash of personalities, they just seem very similar. But on the same note, Pauline does seem quite immature. The way that she's just continuing everything. She needs to almost grow up.
Do you think Jarlath can trust anybody in there? Because they all kind of had... it was quite interesting watching that clip and Pauline saying, you said I judged you, I didn't, tick. But she had to judge everybody on that Profile VT when they went in because she had to pick somebody to go up for eviction every week. And lots of people have said, we did misjudge you, Jarlath, and have started getting on with her again. So do you think she is making allies in there now?
Jarlath is, yes, but from the initial nominations, it came from the small clique, as I mentioned the other night.
Yeah.
Now that was Tamara, Helen, Mark, Matthew, I think, and Stephen. Now, since then, 4 of the 5 have then, they've either backed off or they've soon just seemed to be changing their minds a little bit about her.
Yeah.
Yet Stephen has continued that with Pauline. And then Pauline has now taken it upon herself just to try and really hammer it home at this point that she doesn't like her. There's many people in there who don't like one another, but...
And it's such early days, though, as well, isn't it? You know, it's only day 6, and all of this is happening already. What did you make to the clip that we saw earlier on? When they're going at it again.
Again, Pauline just needs to grow up. She really does. It's quite pathetic. She's just finding any sort of excuse. And then she's now trying to get the other housemates on her side from where they were originally sucking up to her. She's now trying to just, it's not quite poisoning their minds, but trying to change their mindset about Jarlath.
She's kept her cool so far, you know, Jarlath. She's kind of kept a lid on it. She's kept quite composed.
I'm surprised.
I was going to say, what will tip her over the edge? What will make her, what will flip her switch, do you think?
The more Pauline continues like this,
right,
then eventually Jarlath will hit the roof, and she will not be afraid to speak her mind and tell her exactly what she thinks.
Helen, let's talk to you now. Now, you are Danielle's friend, and you normally speak to her every single day. So I would imagine 6 days is quite a long time for you not to have any contact with her. How do you think she's getting on? She's had a tough first week.
Yeah, I think she's had a really bad start, and it's a shame that she's up for eviction already, because I think that she's only starting to come out in her shell. The only problem with Danielle is we all know sometimes that she acts before she thinks. That's one fault with Danielle. But it doesn't mean to say that she's not a fun person and she can't let her hair down, because I'm sure, you know, if that was the case, she wouldn't have me as a friend.
What did you think about her outburst the other night?
I'm not that wild.
What did you think to the outburst?
Well, I think it's really, really hard for her to be in there with, you know, such confident characters and all very different. And there was obviously a lot of talk about sex and maybe inappropriate talk. But yeah, maybe she should have taken herself out of the situation.
But she must be quite a confident girl as well. We've all seen the pictures.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You can't do work like that if you don't have a
but this is where people think that it's a little bit different, because I'm also a glamour model. But people think that to be a glamour model, you need a certain attitude, right? Yeah, it's an image, right? And you've got an attitude. But there's different glamour models. You know, like you work promo and you can work to implied, you can work non-adult, you can work adult. Yeah. There's, you know, I don't think there's nothing wrong with being classy, wearing elegant, nice underwear. I don't think there's nothing wrong with doing implied topless or even topless. You know, she doesn't do adult. There's nothing wrong with
No, I know.
people that do adult.
I'm not talking about what she does. I'm just saying she must have an inner self-confidence to be able to do that.
Well, to be fair, people think that if you're a glamour model, you're highly confident, but you wouldn't see me walking down the road in a bikini. Although that...
No, but we'd see you on a shoot published in magazines in a bikini, so you must have a self-confidence.
Yeah,
do you see what I'm trying to say?
But there you're not out in the open with 300 eyes looking at you. It's a controlled environment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
and it's different
she's confident,
personalities, different
she's
backgrounds,
confident in
and
situations she's aware of, if that makes sense. She
but
doesn't
everybody's out of their comfort zone, so...
But obviously with Danielle, as you can see, that it's not that she can't let her hair down. She's someone that likes to be a part of something. It's like she'll find me funny, we'll go out, we'll have a laugh and things, but she's not she's not the instigator.
She's not
do you know what I mean? But she likes to be involved.
Okay, so we have to talk to Effie, otherwise we're going to run out of time, and you've both spoke quite a lot, and we have to give her a fair amount of time as well. So Tamara seems very popular inside the house. Were you surprised that she's facing eviction tomorrow?
I wasn't at all, no.
Why?
I really wasn't surprised, because Tamara did the thing that Tamara does. She finds a few people that she feels comfortable with, and she sticks with them. But what I think, she's made a huge mistake, because Helen's an awful influence on her. She really is. I think we need to... Woo! I think we need to separate Helen and Tamara, put Tamara with Toya, and they will have so much fun. Like,
really?
Tamara's my partner in crime. Like, she is the master of pranks. I've not seen any pranks done from her at all.
I've got to say, we have mentioned this a couple of times over the past couple of days, but she did seem to be very out there and loud in the beginning.
Yeah.
And since everything's kicked off, she has seemed to... She's kind of disappeared
It's
a little
'cause
bit.
she's
Like,
scared.
she's kind of backing
She's
off
scared.
from everything.
She's scared. She's obviously absolutely kind of mortified at the fact that she's up for eviction.
Yeah.
And she's also really worried about what the other housemates think of her. She doesn't know how many votes she got. She doesn't know who voted and who didn't vote. So because of that, she's really, really paranoid about people in the house. I think we need to keep her in. We need to get her together with Winston. We need to put her with Toya, and we need to start seeing the real Tamara.
Would she get with Winston?
Yes.
Do you think? Hold on. The most important thing is, though, would she get with Winston because she thinks it will keep her in?
No.
Or does she really want to get
When
with
I
Winston?
saw Winston and Tamara first getting along, I thought, okay, Tamara's told Big Brother her ideal guy, and they've gone and found him, and they've put him in that house.
Really?
Honestly, like, he is, like, the epitome of her type, like, genuinely.
So we've found her perfect man.
Yeah.
We need to find a perfect friend for Danielle in there, and we need to just help Charlotte as much as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, housemates evidence! Now, our very own Louise Zisman met all the housemates before they went in, and rumour has it she brought one of them to tears. And let me tell you, that is not a rumour. She actually brought one of them to tears. Here's what happened when she met this week's nominees.
Welcome to my den. I see you've slipped your wrists in straight away.
I am already in, tied up.
Like a girl that's game. How clean are you?
How clean am I?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Taken aback at my clean
Well,
comment.
I keep
Are
getting
you pretty
asked-
dirty?
No, I just wondered why you'd ask me that kind of question. Well, I wash.
So if you've got one secret that you don't want the public to know, what would it be?
I'm a bit of a gambler.
Tell me why you're doing Big Brother.
Give me the money. That's what I want.
Fair enough.
Money, money, money.
She wants the money.
And if there's a fit guy in there as well, that'd be nice.
What's the one thing you'd never do in the house?
Bit of nookie. Don't think I'll be
No
doing that.
nookie?
No, not really my style.
You're hesitating.
Well, you know, I'm a human.
I would never like get naked or anything. I'd never get jiggy with it in the house.
No nips on show.
No nips are coming out.
Who would be your ideal housemate?
I think someone like Rylan would be funny. I quite like his brain. He's very intelligent.
What's the naughtiest thing you've ever done?
The naughtiest thing I've ever done. I cheated once in a test in school.
Did you score well in the test?
Yeah, I got 100% actually.
High
so
five.
Yeah.
High five to test cheating, which I don't condone. What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear?
Yeah.
Cottage cheese.
You're scared of cottage cheese?
I hate it.
What does cottage cheese do to you?
It's just, even thinking about it now, I'm sweating.
So you're sweating about cottage cheese?
Yeah, I hate it.
So you said you like animals?
Yeah, I love
If
animals.
you were an animal, what animal would you be?
Oh, I think I'd be like a wild horse. I would be a lioness.
A giant panda.
Please give me a horse impression. You're a really cute little horse. That's pretty feisty.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my God, that's the best impression. Please do it again. Complete this sentence. When I leave the Big Brother house, I'm going to eat an entire cake.
Pizza.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. Your mind is filthy, Tamara. I know what you're thinking. What are you going to eat? What was the first thing that came into your mind?
Oh, you don't want to know.
I don't. Let's just end it there.
Your filth. Okay, should we talk about our nominees? Let's talk about them. In the interest of fairness, we're going to spend 90 seconds on each of our girls when we hear this noise. Time's up and we'll move on to the next one. So let's start with Tamara. Aisling, where did she go wrong?
She was just a bit boring, not going to lie. She was just like really bland and didn't really do anything. Although I think she was thinking about eating something rather naughty. So maybe if she stayed in, it might
Maybe
be
she's your kind of girl after all. Jack and Joe, Marlon said she was misunderstood. Do you agree?
I just don't think she's got much going on. Like, she's just... Like, she's doing this whole, like, showmance with Winston, like, in the first week. Like, come on, girl, give it a little bit of something.
Her friend just said, like, that's her perfect ideal man.
It's her friend. She's going to say it. I'm only being real.
Stop ruining the illusions for me in my head.
Like, it's only week one. Like, pace yourself, give it a bit, and then it's 10 weeks. Don't burn yourself out.
What can she do to win the viewers' vote, do you think? Anything? Huh? Lee, that's clearly not going to help her win. Can she do anything to pull it back?
Get with Winston. She just needs to get with Winston and like kind of bang him, because then everyone will be like, oh, what's going to go on here? And then we all know what's going to happen.
Okay, let's stop talking about banging. It's made me slightly uncomfortable. Are you a Tamara fan?
I think she could give us something. I definitely think she could give Winston something, so I'm definitely with you. I don't think she's going to be... I don't think we should get her out now. I think she will play up to the cameras and do some more in the bath. I think she's a bit of a goer.
Oh, again, maybe we should just kind of stop it. Oh, yeah, let's stop it right now. Moving on to Jarlath. Can she use the powers of meditation, Aisling, to keep her in?
I know all about meditation and it doesn't work. It's never worked for me. Basically, Jarlath's okay. I mean, I like her name, but that's about it.
Really?
I don't know, she's just a bit like... I think she's boring. I think you should keep in Helen and that other one. What's her name? Danielle. I know, but I think you should keep in Helen and Danielle forever. I think they're like the best.
Do you mean
like Jarlath's just a bit bland? Like her and Tamara are very bland. They're like margarine, nothing going on.
So you're not bothered by either of them?
Either of them, no. But I'd hate for Danielle to leave. I think she's brilliant TV. Come on, she's brilliant TV. But I've got nothing to say about Jarlath.
Well, then we'll move on to Jack and Joe, because I'm sure they do, because they love talking about Big Brother. Is she safe tomorrow night?
I think she's definitely safe, 100%. I think she's the complete opposite of Pauline. She came in and like she said about like her opinion, and she's love or hate. She's like love or hate, and I do think there's a reason why she says she's never managed to stay where she lives, and she has to keeps on being moved out. But I think she's a good housemate. I think she's honest, she's straight to the point, and I think she definitely, there's a lot more we can see.
I just want to see a banging argument with her and Pauline.
Oh, it'd be fantastic. It'd be brilliant.
It's always the same with Jack. I just want to see trouble.
That's what I want to see. Like, we're in Big Brother.
As well. I think
Definitely.
She'll be the one to stand
well,
up
yeah,
to
that's
Pauline.
what it said. Push her so far, and then she will absolutely.
She's going to go because Pauline pushes her too hard. She's going to absolutely wipe the floor with her.
Team Jarlath or Team Pauline?
Jarlath.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We'll come back to you in a minute. And finally, let's talk about Danielle. So she's made. Come on, hold on. She's made a peace with Helen. Has it saved her?
No, I absolutely hated her when she started being such a hypocrite and giving religious people such a bad name as well. I mean, she was just unbelievable. But then when I realised she's absolutely bonkers and she's just such a hypocrite, I mean, pictures that I've posted on Twitter are unbelievable. And she says she's this Christian girl and she's clearly not. I think she'll be brilliant TV and I say keep her in because she's the only one that's going to stir the pot and rile people up. I think she's brilliant.
Nick, what are your thoughts?
I think you can be religious and be a glamour model. That's absolutely fine. I'm not religious and I got my boobs out, but still. But I think like...
And what a lovely pair they are.
Oh, well, they're gorgeous. But I just think that she's going on too clean. Like, I'm sorry, if you do what she's done, you're not that shocked by someone talking about sex.
Yeah.
It's like me sitting here now going, Emma, your words are really offending me,
Mine
darling.
or hers?
Hers. Embarrass her. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Get her out. I can't bear to listen to her hypocriteness.
Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy.
That's the one.
Is she going to let her hair down if she stays? No. Huh?
She's not going to stay. She's a mass of contradictions. I think the damage has been done this week.
Yeah.
I can't see any way she's going to survive tomorrow night.
Jack and Joe, do you want to see more of her?
No, I wanted to leave.
See, I do.
I want her to leave instantly on the first train out.
Are you two going to fall out over Danielle?
I don't love your tone, strength and your argument and all that. I said that. No, like, I said that.
We've been trying. Very quickly, down the panel, who's going to go tomorrow?
Danielle.
Charlie.
I think Danielle will go, but I don't want her to go because the boosh has got to get just ain't fair.
Yeah, he had to get it in. Thank you very much. Everyone give yourselves a round of applause. Jack and Joe are going to be up in the reality gallery, but first, here's how the nominees get on when we fired some of your questions at them.
Jarlath, what is more frightening, a taser or a BB gun?
What? A BB gun.
Why?
Because the guy that had it was literally just even more unbalanced than the individual with the taser. He actually chased us down a road into like some house party and it was just getting a bit too intense.
Tamara,
Yes.
would you consider dating any housemate out of the house? And if so, who?
Oh, God, how embarrassing. I'd probably consider going on a date with Winston outside of the house. He's going to cook me spaghetti bolognese, apparently.
Oh.
And apparently, as soon as you try his spaghetti bolognese, then that's it.
That's it, you're in love with him instantaneously.
Danielle, if you had Pauline's power, who would you have given the pass to the final to?
Mark. Okay. Good choice.
Jarlath, if you were to be evicted, who would you miss the most?
More than one people. Ashley, Kim, Danielle, Marlon, because he cracks me up. Absolutely cracks me up. Christopher, because he's just so sweet. Oh, and Matt as well cracks me up. Brilliant to sit and watch.
Tamara, if you were to be evicted, who would you miss the most?
I'd miss a lot of people in the house, but probably Mark and Helen.
Danielle, if you were to be evicted, who would you miss the most?
I would miss everyone, but probably Kimberly the most.
Danielle, if you were a cartoon character, who would you be?
I'd be Ariel from The Little Mermaid.
Ah, that's a good one.
Jarlath, if you were a cartoon character, who would you be?
Penfold.
Who's that?
Out of Danger Mouse.
I haven't seen that. Is that Disney?
He's got like a really big head and a round body, so that's me.
Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side, the show that hates recidivism even more than Pauline. Even if I knew what it was, it would really help. Here's the news. At 11 o'clock this morning, Jarlath had a little time out in the diary room after the chicken gate argument.
How are you this morning?
I'm just bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Yeah, interesting. I've come away to have a little bit of me time, let's say.
Tell Big Brother what's just happened.
Yeah. I actually feel a little bit sorry for her now because
Charlotte, who are you talking about?
Sorry, I'm referring to Pauline, who apparently is never going to mention my name in the house again. I know there's a welcome pack for here, but is there like an instruction manual for Pauline? Because can I have it, please? You can't, you know, she wants me to be direct with her, and I've been direct, but she's just dismissed that and talked about something that she hates, something about me that she hates. And she's in the other room telling everyone a side of the story that possibly wasn't there. You know, I feel like I've got to keep one eye open here. I don't know.
Charlie, do you feel you've got people you can talk to that you can
trust?
Not really. Big Brother is here for you.
I can reveal, though, that I have read the instruction manual that she's talking about, and it only says one thing, and that is, don't take me chicken, man. You'll know what I just said. Yeah, the man from Wolverhampton. In other news, at 11:40 this morning, Winston tells Mark about a cheeky little date that he's got planned for tomorrow.
I just can't wait to do the shopping list.
Yeah, man.
What are you going to get his holidays?
Yeah, I'm going to get some meat and stuff, and
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I hate cleaning.
What I was going to do is cook up a pot of maize for me tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or secretly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't say anything, but Ash is going to help me, but people are in that room over there, and then like, I'll cook at 6, get ready for 7, then get up and then.
Oh, that'll be lovely, that.
Yeah.
Definitely. You're going to have it up there?
Yeah, we'll go up there, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Get the old candles there.
Yeah, little romantic evening. Oh, that's lovely, that.
Yeah. Keep it on the quiet though, don't tell us.
I won't say nothing.
So,
when are you going to do it tonight?
Yeah, we'll cook at 6, stops ready for 7, then bring it up onto the thing, bring it onto there. Job done.
Oh, yeah, I fucking
Lunch
love
two,
it.
lunch
I love
two.
it. What does that mean?
Huh?
What does that mean?
Eat well, isn't it? Eat well, I think. Lunch 2. Is it? I think so.
Wee! Cockman, sir, anyone? And that is today's news. So Jack and Joe, they're in the reality gallery. Boys, what is going on? And don't break into the house.
Hi, Emma. We'll try not to. Pauline thinks Jarlath is taking food from the storeroom to have for herself. Danielle revealed to Big Brother that she'll be gutted if she got evicted tomorrow, as she feels she has more to give, like those photos. We've all seen them. Mark thinks Pauline has given Jarlath a hard time. Mark and Helen both agree that you wouldn't want Pauline to be your enemy. No, Pauline, no.
Was that your impression of Mark?
Oh, it's so annoying, isn't it? Like, it just goes right through you. That last news story was like 5 seconds of like him just talking. Anyway, the Tamara and Winston love affair is continuing. They've been spotted holding hands, and Winston has been tickling her feet. It's like Brokeback Mountain. The girls have decided to have a girly night in the house. They're having a group bath and wearing face masks. Mark and Matthew are also joining in, Brokeback Mountain. Jarlath and Danielle have decided to have their own bath after them.
I don't know who's worse, you or Aisling. We've already kicked her out the studio, so we're going to kick you out the gallery now. That's
Love you,
it.
Emma.
See you later.
Bye.
Love you too. Right, let's go to digital. We've got to be quick. We've only got a minute. We've got less than a minute. What's happening?
The new Power Housemate has been revealed.
Woo!
Exclusively online. The public have chosen, but you've got to go to bigbrother.channel5.com to find out, and they'll be exercising their power.
Oh, you're such a teasy. You're such a tease.
They'll be exercising their power in tomorrow's show. So look out for that.
Yes, in the live show.
In the live
right?
show
Okay.
that you're presenting.
Yes, I will be.
But tomorrow on Bots, Rylan is going to be with the evictee, and if you want to get a question in, you can phone up, leave us a message on 0333 577 779.
Okay.
And
now,
then-
every night in this bit, we haven't got to our guests. So,
Right.
Nick, got any tweets?
Right, I've got an aptly named tweeter called PinkyMooMoo24 for Danielle that wants to say Danielle should go, saying she hates swearing but then swearing at everyone, and she was the only one who took her nomination badly.
Mhm.
Okay.
Fudgenut says Jarlath should go. The girl's greedy, and being booted out will add to another list of her evictions.
Kelly Willscroft says Tamara is entertaining as watching as watching paint dry. At least Danielle has something to say. Tamara out, please.
Okay, thank you very much. Join Rylan tomorrow. He'll be discussing all of the action with Jamie from Union J, Gemma Myrna from Hollyoaks, and James Tyndale from Geordie Shore. Oh no, they're back again, and of course, your first to victory. Have a great night tonight. Bye.